can take on epic quests, live events, and also anti-heroes. Strategy, we got you. If you're into fighting, we got you. And if you're into competing, we got you. Yeah, it is called Battlegrounds. You're going to want to get into that finals leaderboard. A lot of stuff is there to enjoy. Welcome to the action for those of you that are here for the first time. Want to get into that. Now we're broadcasting live here from Vancouver. There to enjoy. And as I mentioned, we are for those of you that are here on YouTube and Twitch. But we're broadcasting live, the interaction, the questions being answered, all that stuff is happening on Twitch. And if you want those Twitch drops, YouTube, you got to be on the Twitch thing to get the Twitch drops. So we've got to do that. All that stuff is happening on Twitch. And if you want those Twitch drops, you got to be on the Twitch thing to get the Twitch drops. So we've got to do them all. Yeah, we just need one more. So if anybody wants to stream, just let us know. Now, the Twitch drops are a bit of a test for us. It's the first time we're able to do that. So it's just a small token out there for those of you collecting it. Let us know how it was for you. It's the first time we're ever able to do that. Bigger and better things moving forward, but today is the test out there for those of you collecting it.
Also, if you have any questions, tag at kabam in chat. We'll answer those for you.
Also, bigger and better things moving forward, but today is the test. Yes.
Also, if you have any questions, tag at kabam in chat.
It's going to be a good time. Now, before we dive into all the fun, I want to make sure that everybody's also having fun. So make sure to be nice. Be nice to your fellow summoners out there, the other people watching. And of course, a big thank you to our mods. Make sure to be nice. Be nice to your fellow summoners out there, the other people watching. And of course, a big thank you to our mods because we got a lot of giveaways and I want you guys to have them. So make sure that you just now we've got a massive show today. We got a lot of giveaways and I want you guys to have them. So make sure that you just most giveaways we've ever had on a single live stream. And it's going to happen throughout the live stream. So you're going to want to watch. You're going to want to stay watching because you don't want to miss your chance to win.
Some of the really,
and it's going to happen throughout the live stream. So you're going to want to watch. You're going to want to stay watching to let me give the things that we're giving away. So some of the really big things. You want to be able to do that. I had to live react live ops to let me give the things that we're giving away. No time. Exactly. There's no time for it. So yeah, you want to be able to do that.
But I mean, this is not 10 years of MCOC. This is incredible. I remember so many things. I remember when I first downloaded the game.
It didn't even really happen.
But I mean, Metro, every time I committed back to MCOC, this is incredible. I remember the Summoner Showdown, the NYCC tournaments, boss, the nameless Thanos at New York Comic Con. It was just epic moment after epic showdown. The NYCC tournaments,
it is 10 years. And now 10 years is coming up on December 10th. Like I said, we're celebrating a little bit early for those of you that like birthday weeks. Absolutely. And some birthday months, 10 years, birthday months, anniversary months, you know. So like I said, we are celebrating a little bit early for those of you that like birthday weeks.
I mean, I'd say birthday months, what we're doing, which is nuts, because I couldn't pay yourselves. We're giving 10 free 7 stars, and I can't believe you're doing that.
I'd say yes. You know what, but I didn't say that on this live stream. That means you must have been watching this whole time.
7 stars.
Yes, we did.
And I can't believe you're doing that.
10 by 10, baby. That's right. The 10 by 10 is in order, and I'm looking forward to it myself. So for those of you that don't know what that is, Kabam is giving away 10 absolutely free champions, and it's going to be one every day starting on December 10th. It's just for logging in. Just make sure you log in absolutely free champions on that day. And starting on December 10th, well, then we are going to literally bathe you in 7 stars on that day. And if you're at the right progression, you're not going to come to your house and do that. Just get your Marvel contest of loofahs in 7 stars. This bath is about to start on December.
Bring the loofahs.
Just get your Marvel contest of loofahs because this bath is about to start on December.
Bring the loofahs.
We have a last button here, so that's going to be. Now, speaking of 10 years, you were one of the original members, as you mentioned, right at button here, so that's going to be. How was that? Now, speaking of 10 years, Commish, you were one of the original members, as you mentioned, right at launch. So, how was that?
From the very beginning. So,
it was
absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and I want to know. I've been playing the game for 10 years, and it's like it's funny kind of being on this side now, but I played it for 10 years. You worked on it for like 10 years. I've been playing the game for 10 years, and it's like it's funny kind of being on this side now, but I played it for 10 years. You worked on it for like 10 years, all that stuff. And
so I want to talk about the early days so bad. I have so many questions.
I have a lot of questions. But of course we're going to talk about. But before we ask those questions,
I want to talk about the early days so bad. I have so many questions.
We've been doing doing these reveals over the last few months here, right? And it's time for our final 3. Now, again, for those of you who are new to the stream, who are new to watching, we had 10 glorious reveals that we've been letting our players know what we're adding to the game. Those of you who are new to the stream, new things, new to watching, we had 10 really great glorious reveals that we've been letting our players know anniversary celebration. We just wanted to help make the battleground experience just a little bit better. And as part of our 10-year anniversary celebration, we just wanted to help make the battleground experience just a little bit better. Oh, honey, I like honey. Yeah, is that like speaking of sticky, keep watching the stream because we've got some really great giveaways coming up. Right. So far we've got some pretty great big reveals, like the Glorious Guardians Champions update, the Super Season. We dropped 60 frames per second, which big reveals, like the Glorious Guardians Champions update. We have a new Super Season, which helps you hit the ground running per second, which has what nuts for. You just jump right in there. We have the indefinite return of the daily super event, the 10x10 supply drop with Isophane. We had the indefinite return of the daily super event, the 10x10 supply drop with Isophane. With that we should, and we're gonna peel that curtain back a little bit later. There's a lot to it, and I promise you, teasing me, Dave. We will definitely do that. That curtain back a little bit later because there's a lot to it, and I promise you. Teasing me, Dave. We will definitely do that.
7. I think we also have to reveal the next 3.
Yeah. We have the next 3.
Here we are.
This will be number 8.
I think we have.
What is it? Yeah, that's 7.
Oh, that's 7. I think we also have to reveal the next 3.
Yeah. We have the next 3.
Here we are.
This will
We're bringing you the menu background visual overhaul.
That's right. Menu background visual overhaul, or as I like to call it,
we're bringing you the menu background visual overhaul.
That's right. Menu background visual overhaul, or as I like to call it, the BVO. I'm sorry. That's it's gonna go in there. Okay, that's right. The game you know and love just got even better. We spent some time modernizing the look and feel of the game, and now you're gonna see fresh design on the homepage. All the things you love to do, your upgrades, your pop-in of crystals, and if you're a spinner like me, well, you can look at it and be like, look, it's spinning, but it looks that much better. Your upgrade really does. Your pop-in of crystals, and if you're a spinner like me, well, you can look at it and be like, look, it's spinning, but it looks what our game looks that like much better. We have the it really does BBO up there. So we can see what it's going to look like. We have a look at what our game looks like now.
Yeah, we have a very early look at.
So we can see what it's going to look like. But what did it
used to look like? First look of it was. We have a very early look at sausage contest originally started as.
Sausage fighter.
That's right.
Sausage fighter. Okay, well let's.
Oh yeah, I can see it.
Yep, we built it to test out the controls and fighting mechanics, to try to get a feel for the game.
Okay, well let's.
We really wanted to get the controls down because we built it to test out the controls and fighting mechanics. We arguably don't have a game, try to get a feel. Once we got that locked down, we had a feeling good. We started putting together the pitch and more content. And we have some of that locked down. We had a feeling good. We got early versions of Thor and Hulk.
Yeah, we do. Content. Can we get that? We have some of that up here. I do want to say that sausage fighter demo
early
must have been a banger.
Thor and Hulk.
Can we get hashtag sausage fighter in chat?
I do want to say that. I just wanted to lay that out for the UK audience.
Yeah, we got to bring it back, right?
Hashtag fighter in chat.
It's a good thing that there weren't any buttons. I just wanted to lay that out for the UK audience. Okay, all right. Here we go. It's a good thing that there weren't any buttons.
So this is the very early versions. Different proportions with very top-heavy, different favorite kind of features. This was like the sort of starting look, and then there were some early versions updates. Different proportions with very top-heavy, Captain America. This was like the concept art. This was like the sort of starting look, and then there was we got Spider-Man updates.
Yeah,
and of course we got to have Spider-Man and OG Vision was like the concept art for some. And then we also got some concept art of the Quest map, so you can totally see. Of course we got to have Spider-Man and it's translated to the game. You can see the nodes and the steps. And then we also got some concept art of the Quest map, so you can totally see. We got some concept art of the game, fighting sets, nodes and the steps, and a lot of love and care was put into making sure all the details were correct. We wanted to be authentic to the Marvel lore. We got some concept art of the fighting sets.
I love it. This is so cool to go back in time and see all of this. I mean, 10 years of this, and then you can see an entire journey of this. And you guys blew up so fast. Like, were you ready for that?
Oh yeah, like early on it was just insane. Like we were just trying to keep things going, keep features in the game, features we knew we needed in the game.
Were you ready for that?
Oh yeah, like early on it was just insane. Like we were trying to keep things going. So like obviously we needed that in like first update. Get that in. Alliances, Alliance Quest, Alliance Awakening, none of that stuff was in there. Dupes. So like obviously we needed that in like first update. Parry, get that not in the game. Alliance until like 6 or 7 months into the game. None of that stuff was in there. So it was like a risk reward mechanic. You know, like parry, punch in the face maybe, but until like 6 or 7 months. Players figured out the timing. So and now it's just like how you play the game. Parry changed. You know, like
parry did change the game. I have no idea how people figured out how to parry
and now it's just like
how you play. No idea at all. Parry did change the game. Someone must have made a video. I have no idea how people figured out how to parry.
Who could have? We get some dirt off your shoulder.
Just, someone must have made a video. All right, so I mean, it was such a hype time to be an MCC player because this is like when like the Marvel shows were coming out, like the animation was coming out, the movies were coming out, and like this is like you open up the game and you're like, it's here too. It's coming out, like the animation was coming out,
one of our first Marvel tie-ins was the Ultron Assault.
You open up the game and you're like,
over the
contest, it's here too. It's really great
and everything. Yeah, we had and then we also had tie-ins with Captain America Civil War. We had the Battle Realms over the contest, like, and we had Team Iron with Iron Man, and then we also had Captain America with Team Blue, Captain America Civil War. We had like the call out who you're supporting, Team Iron or Team Blue in the chat right now.
Yeah. If you remember, like if you were around for this, which team were you on? Were you Team Cap or were you Team Iron?
Or just as a Marvel fan now, let us know who you choose right now.
Which team were you on?
Like that's what you talking about. Synergy of the movie. Or just as a Marvel fan now, let us know who you choose right now. And then come back like, how do I unlock this champion? Like that's what you were talking about.
Yeah, 100%. And I just wanted to call out even though we made a joke about like Parry and Dex and like having a video and things like that. Like the original intention of Parry was not to be a consistent thing. Like it was supposed to be that risk reward. And like having a video and things like that. Like the original intention of Parry was not based on the players. Consistent thing. Like those players figure out. And like then after that we like codified into the game and we're like now we're gonna make a challenge out of this. So between them, between content creators being after that we like boss rushes and international women's now we're gonna make a challenge all that kind of stuff. Like so between them, between content creators being 10 years like boss rushes and international women's day and all that kind of stuff.
Like this beating heart.
Yeah, exactly. Just after 10 years. So I understand your pants grew wins at this point, right?
Yes. Yeah. See their pants. Like just trying to tackle whatever we thought.
I understand your pants grew wins at this point.
You know, a lot of players have grown with the contest, like just trying to tackle whatever you thought the contest. Done a lot of content. I think it really speaks to the game team also has like grown and adapted. A lot of players have grown like with the contest, grown their skills.
Do you have a moment where you can look back and go, I can't believe you were able to pull this off?
But the game team also has like grown. My Little Symbiote, like 100%. Like that first version of My Little Symbiote was like kind of hacked in. We really like My Little Symbiote and like hummed it in to the point where like I had a lot of conversations with engineers like, you know, I don't know what we can do. It's like, can we do it? Can we do it? Can we make it happen? And thankfully we made it happen. We had to like take it back that first time because again, it was hacked in. But you know, we managed to bring it back again and again.
Nice, that's awesome. Nice. So I just want to mention, coming up next, we've got our champion showcase and our first giveaway, which is going see Titan crystals. Y'all are gonna get Titan crystals, so just hold off on that.
You just told him, boom, half the giveaway words out.
Yeah. I mean, I just wanted to spoil it just a little bit. But first, before we do any of that, I want to make sure I give a huge thank you, not only to Kabam Commish, but the entire game team, everyone who jumped onto this game and made it what it is from the ground up and built that foundation. I just want to give you a huge thank you, and thank you to you today for coming in and giving us a walk down memory lane. I think we showed some stuff that they haven't actually seen from the Kabam never before seen vault.
For sure, it's my pleasure to be here, and yeah, I want to leave you with a very special video with a lot of moments that kind of led here to today.
Heck yeah!
Yeah, I'm down for it. Hey, Fenton, you know what to do, bro.
It all started back in 2014. 25 champions, 3 acts of content, in a team of passionate game makers.
Hey Marvelites, welcome back to Marvel Live at New York Comic-Con 2014. Will we see the game worldwide, maybe next summer, any time frame or likelihood?
Worldwide, yeah, in December, as soon as we can get it up.
After more than 11 million installs in the first month, there was no going back. And the contest only grew from there.
Hey guys, I'm playing Marvel Contest of Champions.
These character models are extremely detailed.
Marvel Contest of Champions is easily one of the best apps available in the App Store.
From original champions to reimagined classics, the contest continued to expand with new ways to play the game. Exciting events, all while building and maintaining a strong and dedicated community.
Yes! We did it, boys!
Whoa, got it down! There it is! There it is!
While the game continued to grow, so did its life outside the battle realm.
There's Guillotine.
It's Marvel Contest of Champions Battle Realm.
Dave & Buster's introduces the new Marvel Contest of Champions arcade game.
On this episode of Make It Real, we're making Morningstar's weapon.
And KO, just like that.
Now in its 10th year, the contest has seen many milestones and continues to expand with new features and game-changing experiences.
We got 60 frames per second. Oh, just think how smooth it is.
Damn, this feels crazy.
Gotta say, the 60 FPS feels pretty nice.
ISO.
Fin.
Fresh power bar. That looks sick.
She looks crazy.
With 10 years behind us and a bright future in front of us, who knows what epic adventures the contest has waiting for you.
Happy 10-year anniversary.
Happy 10-year anniversary.
Happy 10-year anniversry.
Happy 10-year anniversary.
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 Happy. Feliz décimo aniversario, MCOC.
Happy 10-year anniversary. Happy 10-year anniversary to the Marvel Contest of Champions.
Nice. Now, that is a fantastic video. Thank you very much to, I think we're going to call him Kabam Bear. That's what we're going to call him. The editor of that video is Kabam Bear. There were so many memories. Very awesome. I love that. I mean, we saw stuff like New York Comic-Con. Yes, dude. The Beat the Boss was up there. Yes, dude. All the good stuff was in there. And, of course, we are going to now talk about... What is that?
That's you know exactly what that means, Dave.
Yes, well, that is the sound of the dinosaur, because instead of pressing our button here, we're just going to do it live.
That button's not working.
Yeah, the button, something happened to the button.
Game time decision.
That is the sound of a dinosaur, and that is how we bring in Kabam-osaurus Rex, or as you know, Kabam, Michael, Karate Michael, martial arts Mike, you know.
What do you go for Mike?
Karate Mike, Kung Fu Mike, some people call me Kung Fu Doug, whatever you want to do.
Okay,
I'm flexible, Josh.
All right, great.
I'm easygoing.
Learning a lot about you right now.
Yeah, you know. I like to just go with the flow sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
Kabam Kata.
Kabam Kata, that was Dave's choice. He really pushed that one really hard.
I'm going to keep pushing keep doing that.
How you guys doing?
I'm doing great, yeah. I know we are ready to watch our very first champion. I bet you can't guess who it is.
They'll have no idea.
I have no clue. It's not like we posted a pretty insane clip on Twitter.
No, not at all. Roll it.
Let's take it.
To begin, strike the opponent and focus on your lights to trigger your nullify or instant power gain. Build to above 2 bars of power. Then, launch your special 1 to inflict 2 energy vulnerability. Depending on the fight before you, you might want to stack a few more if that health pool is chunky. Remember, you'll nullify 2 buffs on the final hit of that special 1. So, use that Mystic Dispersion to your advantage and launch those specials back to back. Once you're ramped, build to your special 2 and launch to punish your opponent with massive furies and big yellow numbers. Now, if you're up against an opponent with a lot of buffs, you'll have no issue ramping your ego passives, stacking those energy vulnerabilities, and devastating the opponent with an onslaught of brutal special attacks. And hey, keep in mind, with her SIG ability, no cosmic opponent will be able to escape their fate. When falling below 10%, they're inflicted with a 125% marked passive. So, don't be too scared of a little death immunity or immortality.
Sophie!
How about those big yellow numbers, though? Right?
I so like the big yellow numbers.
So Isophine, she's pretty insane, guys. She's an absolutely insane champion. So Isophine is an idol champion, right? And it's
what kind of idol?
A mystic idol, specifically. And what does that mean? What is an idol in MCOC?
I don't know what anything means.
Well, let me tell you what it means, all right?
That's why he's here.
So idols have a fractured power bar, right?
Finally, we can talk about the fractured power bar.
Absolutely, right? Yes. So as you saw in the clip, we were at like 3 bars of power, but I was spamming that special 1 button over and over. Now that is such a cool, new, unique mechanic for champions in the game. Now we're 10 years in. This is our 10-year anniversary stream, and we're still coming up with new mechanics for these champions to use. And we were talking about this last month with Spiral, right? We had the dancing blades. And it's like, how are we going to keep things fresh 10 years going? Well, it's still happening. It's still happening. There are new gameplay mechanics, and it just keeps breathing new life into the game. So Isophine, for example, as you saw in the clip, she can do some pretty incredible things, right? She has that energy vulnerability on her special 1. She gains the ego passives when she crosses a bar of power. She has that exceptional nullify on her light attacks, and the big yellow numbers from the Furies on her special 2.
Yeah, I did not hear you mention the ridiculous amount of power gain you get from this champion.
Now here's something really cool about Isophine. Even if you don't have it equipped, you get rank 3 of the Mystic Dispersion Mastery. Now, if you have 4 or 5, of course you get the extra benefits, which I obviously recommend you run. So many incredible Mystic champions benefit very highly from it, but if you want your points in Deep Wounds or Collar Tech, like I'm a big fan of Collar Tech, right? You get 3 pretty much for free. So if you have her in your Battlegrounds deck without Mystic Dispersion, you get all that power gain. So you get to launch those specials back to back to back.
So all this power, where would you want to use Isophine in the game?
Well, that's the thing, all right? So as a Mystic champion, she is absolutely exceptional against those Cosmic champions with lots of buffs, right? Because yes, she gains the power whenever she would nullify a buff, but you gain a lot more when you get to benefit from MD, okay? So in like those shorter fights in Battlegrounds, right, against a Serpent, for example, or Gore, or the Champion, or other Cosmic defenders, she's going to be absolutely exceptional for. But here's the thing, she's not only good against those Cosmic champions, she's pretty much good against all the champions, as long as her passive power is not crippled.
Yes, and it's like, there's a redundancy built in as well. It's like, even if they don't have buffs for you to gain the benefit off of like the Mystic Dispersion, she still gains it anyway.
Yes, she does.
She just gains it anyway. And we got to answer your question from earlier, which was
the fractured power.
That's
so cool. Like you said, 10 years, right? You're finding new ways to adapt and create these champions in such a cool way. Now you can literally just spam SP1.
Yes.
Just so many different combos and things you can do.
And that's the thing, you said spam special 1, right? One thing with like older Mystic champions, it's like, oh, we're running 5/5 MD. It's like I get shot to special 3. I can't use my specials. I can't use my special 2. I lose out on my damage. Not with Isophine.
Not anymore.
And that's what I love about the fractured power bar. It's so unique. It's so great. It's a great new way to play.
That's true. And so like, how do we get Isophine?
I'm curious too.
We don't know? Oh, we're putting this on me.
Okay. I just said so many words.
The glorious 10 by 10. This is number 10 of the 10 by 10.
So we get Isophine for free?
Yes.
For free?
Get out of town.
That's nuts.
You know what else? You know what I just thought about? It's 10 years. She's number 10 champ, and you can literally do like 10 SP1s.
Absolutely.
Like very, very fast.
Absolutely you can.
Very, very fast.
For free is nuts.
Yeah, it's absolutely nuts.
That's crazy.
I don't think we've ever done this before, where we've created a brand new champ and just been like, here you go.
Take it. At the highest rarity.
At the highest rarity.
And that's the thing. Of course, with lower rarities, we definitely have. But at the highest rarity, it's pretty exceptional.
People in chat are like, for free?
For free. Nice.
Yeah. That wasn't planned.
Who needs a laugh track? Nobody needs a laugh track.
We can't have one.
All right, so we know the champ. We know what she can do. We know you can just spam those SP1s like crazy. I do love the Wither, though.
The Wither is great.
I do love the Wither. That was the easiest to get. The Wither.
And also, another thing is we do have to talk about her signature ability with the marked passive, right?
Oh, yes.
So there is this Cosmic champion that we talk about every now and then. His name is the Serpent. He's a little annoying to fight. He's hard to kill, literally, because he gets death immunity.
Also a little bit.
Right? And with 125% potency. But the marked passive, very similar to like Danny Moonstar, she has that marked passive. Isophine's is 125% specifically against Cosmic champions, which is the last time I checked my math, just right for countering serpent.
Right. Love it. Counter that serpent.
Yeah.
Nice. Whenever it goes, for those of you that are new watching, or for you that, like whenever you hit like 125% or 150%, if they're lowering your accuracy or lowering your chance to do that thing, that kind of gives you that extra buffer so that you stay at 100.
You still at 100.
Yes.
Yeah. That's awesome.
All right. So, do we have anything else on Isophene?
Well, we don't want to give everything away.
Yeah, I don't want to
listen,
either.
everyone's getting their hands on Isophene very, very soon, so I want you guys to get in there and try her out yourself.
Yeah. Oh, boom. Why are you snapping, dude? Okay.
You
easy,
okay?
Easy there, buddy.
What's going on?
I was trying to be inevitable.
Inevitable.
I was trying to be inevitable.
Wait a minute.
Because inevitably, we had 2 champions, but we only have 1 champion, but I think it's inevitable that we have 2.
So are you saying I'm allowed to show them something else?
Yes. I'm trying to make it. Hey, Fenton!
To begin, perform your heavy to consume your starting energy and inflict your armor shatter debuff. From here, strike the opponent to build back your necrotic energy. Passing a multiple of 10 will grant a counterpunch charge, and you'll gain more charges if you attack the opponent while unstoppable. Once you pass 20, use your special 1 to gain your furies. Build back to another while utilizing that counterpunch to keep your effects paused, and then launch again to max out your furies at 8 stacks. Take advantage of your Genesis passive to regen 2% of the damage dealt to the opponent. Then, make your way up to Special 2, building energy, and then launch to inflict your corrosion debuffs and watch the opponent melt before your eyes. Now, in a shorter fight, you probably won't need to max out those furies. So, after your first Special 1, just rush up to your Special 2 and remind the opponent why Thanos is inevitable. Also, that panic debuff when Thanos goes unstoppable can be very useful for countering both miss and evade. So, make sure to consistently keep that counterpunch going in matchups where you need that utility. And hey, keep in mind, his Armor Shattered reduces the ability accuracy of armor up effects by 200%. So, you won't need to worry about armor ups against those pesky tech defenders, allowing you to repeatedly launch those specials and profit from the big yellow numbers and massive damage over time.
I'm sorry. What? Yeah. Thanos deathless?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah. So, all right. So, listen. Deathless Thanos, we've been waiting a very, very long time for this one. Patiently waiting for over a year, I believe.
Been in pain for over a year.
We've been in pain.
Defeated.
For over a year. We've been defeated by this version of Thanos for about 5 years at this point, right? So listen, the Deathless Saga has been such an incredible journey in MCOC over the past year and a bit, right? You know, we had Deathless Guillotine, we had Deathless King Groot, Deathless Vision, then we had She-Hulk, and now the leader of the Deathless is coming to the game, joining your rosters very, very soon. Not in December, but for a special 10th anniversary stream, I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a sneak peek for something very, very special with Deathless Thanos. And he is absolutely exceptional as a champion.
I mean, I remember New York Comic Con tournament, right? Like, he is saved for high-level boss fight content, and now we're able to wield him ourselves. It's nuts. Yeah.
How many times were you guys defeated by Thanos?
How much time do we have?
I don't have enough fingers. I don't have enough fingers.
I lost. Well, that's funny because Nightmare was probably that was one of the things. Yeah. It's beautiful to watch. The big yellow numbers are beautiful to watch. And finally, you have control of the freaking bubbles.
Yes, you do. Yeah, now here's the thing. The yellow numbers, they're quite large, but my favorite numbers, those very tiny little red ones, they're also pretty juicy, right? So let's talk about Thanos, right? He has a reworked kit for attack. And he's got a lot of very cool new mechanics. First of all, he has that heavy stun mechanic, kind of like America Chavez or Gladiator, some of my favorite champions. You know, he's got the armor break.
I had no armor break.
Oh, you didn't know I like Gladiator?
No, I had no idea. I thought it was Wasp.
Oh, no, I'll talk about him more. I'll talk about him more. So, you know, he also has a new mechanic called Corrosion. Now, Corrosion does damage over time, which is where all those red numbers come from, and the potency is increased if you are reducing the opponent's armor. Now, he has the Armor Shattered on his special special, on his heavy attack on the final hit, and he converts his necrotic energy that he builds throughout the fight into that armor shattered, which, by the way, he can keep paused for pretty much the entire fight if you keep up those counter punch charges, making him pretty much unstoppable the entire fight as well. The guy is tanky, he has some regeneration after special 1, he's got up to 8 furies. He's got a lot in his game.
Armor break, I think, is nuts in itself. Like,
yeah, it's a potent one.
Yeah.
The armor shattered and the armor break, they really juice up his big yellow numbers when you combine that with the furies.
So when is Thanos that list being available to players?
So Thanos, you will be able to use him in January after you do one more special little thing with your Deathless Champions. We're not going to give it all away right now, though, but stay tuned because he's joining very, very soon.
January is less than a month away.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yes, and I think it'll just balance out all the Deathless, as all things should be. Yes, okay. All things should be. You know, I heard that he had spent a lot of money, and he racked up some bills, and he finally paid them off, and now we can call him Deathless.
Oh!
Deathless
Thanos.
That's good.
There you go.
Financial responsibility.
Absolutely.
It's a really great foundation.
Absolutely.
To learn. All right. Okay. All right. Anyway, coming up next, we have our final 3 Glorious Guardians. All right. Now, yes, there were 6 of them. Now, for those of you that are new to watching the stream, we had 6 reworks, and what we try to do here is add more value to the players' rosters. There are champions that have been around for 10 years that are just kind of like not in the meta, or they just need a little bit of an update.
Some dust on them.
Yeah. Or just, like a new little coat of paint, and just keep people playing them, right? So we've already revealed 3 of them. One of them was Purgatory.
Yes.
One of them was Medusa.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and one of them was the one that nobody saw coming.
Absolutely not.
At all. Nobody knew it. We asked them to guess, and they just could not do it.
You heard it here first.
Yeah, right here. This is where you hear everything first.
Everything right
here. Right here. It was Black Panther Civil War, which is a fantastic update, by the way. And we have 3 more, and I'd rather just not say who they are. So, Vinton!
Sentinel's back, and more advanced than ever. He now inflicts an Intimidate debuff on his heavy attack if under 100 analysis. He also gains more analysis when the opponent repeats a basic action. This means he now gains 12 against mutant champions. The effects he gains have also received a fresh coat of paint, along with some of the effects on his special attacks, making him a lot tankier and juicing up that damage. He's also been updated to gain immunity to Armor Break, Cold Snap, and Frostbite effects. And, once per quest, his Special 3 destroys the current Sentinel bot, removing all buffs and debuffs while replacing it with a new Sentinel bot arriving at full health. His new signature ability also gives him that final push to close out some close fights. Sentinel's ready to hunt down any mutant that stands in his way. Have you updated yet? Well, you should. Sentinel's buff is waiting for you in the December update.
Sentinel! Yo, I love this. This overhaul of Sentinel. Okay, gives the deets, Mike.
All right, so Sentinel, he's a classic champion, man. And back in the day, Sentinel was one of the best tech champions out there. And over time, the tech class kept getting better and better and better, and he kind of fell off a little bit. Not really anymore, though, Josh. Let me tell you, Sentinel is back, and he's ready to hunt all of those mutants once again and tell you to talk right to the hand after he does it.
Yeah, you tell him he's falling off. He would literally have you talk to the hand.
Absolutely, man. So, listen, this is one of those buffs that, on paper, you read it, and you're like, oh, okay. It's one of those value buffs, though. Like, it's not really changing too much. I'm not interested. Let me tell you something right now. Not true, not this time around. It is one of those value buffs where not too much has changed, but he is a completely different champion, okay? So first of all, Sentinel has always had those analysis charges. He still has them, however, now he gains 50% more. He also doesn't have a reduction against cosmic champions anymore. Now, against mutant champions, he still gains double, so he ramps up incredibly fast. Now, with Sentinel, you always kind of wanted to hit their block, right? But sometimes it's kind of hard to get the AI to dash back and block. Well, now, on his heavy attack, just like Gladiator, Dave, move, he inflicts an intimidate debuff. Okay, so it's going to make them back up, hold their block, you dash back,
keep hitting them.
and you go in and you just hit their block. Boom, boom,
He's basically scanning the champion.
He is just very Sentinel-like. He's scanning the champion. He's learning everything about them. He's learning their moves. He's analyzing them. See what I did that?
Yeah, I like the analyzation.
Here's the thing. He ramps up incredibly fast. In Battlegrounds, he starts with 25 charges. So against mutant champions, he can pretty much parry heavy, dash back, dash in, boom, 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 dash back, dash in, boom, 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 and he's ramped up.
Because he doubles up.
Mutants are he's hunting mutants.
So his biggest drawback on offense has historically been, he takes a little bit to ramp up. I don't want to do it every time, right? It's hard to hit their block. I don't want to do it every time. Now, it's very easy to do so. On top of that, a lot of his other stuff has received a little bit of a facelift, all right? So his analysis, the benefits that you gain are stronger. His debuffs on his special 2 are stronger. He gains more incinerates. And also, he has a new special 3.
So you're saving the best for last.
Saving the best for last,
mechanic,
right?
maybe.
Not just a value update. I was maybe lying a little bit. It's more of a moderate because now there's a new ability where, let's say you're questing, right? And let's say you made a big mistake. You picked a whole bouquet of oopsie daisies, like we all have.
Ooh,
all right?
I like bouquets.
Yeah, right, but not that kind. Not that kind. All right, and you're down to like 5% health. All right, you go, oh no, I still got like 3 fights left, and all I have is Sentinel. You launch that special 3. Guess what? Sentinel bot is destroyed, and a new one comes, and you're back at full health. You can only do this once per quest, or in Battlegrounds once per fight, but you full yellow bar. 100%, and then you can't use the special 3 again. But that's actually kind of cool, because then you get to go special 2 directly into special 1 after you use it, right? So Sentinel has always been annoying on defense as well, and now he's tankier, and his new SIG ability makes him a little bit more annoying to fight as well. So he's going to be an incredible 2-way champion in the game, and it's just an incredible buff.
From the debris, another Sentinel rises.
Exactly.
Yes, I love it. I love all of it, and it's particularly the mutant part. Particularly the mutant part. It's just like he rams right on through. So
he does what he's supposed to do. When you think of Sentinel, you think of this giant beast that hunts mutants. Nothing stops him, right? And that's exactly what he does.
All I want to hear is halt mutant. I'm sorry, I can't help it. The old show, you just have to do it. All right, so that is Sentinel. We do have 2 more to go, and I don't want to say the name, so fence it.
Deadpool's back, and more insufferable than ever. He can now build his slap charges by landing his first and third light attack. And if he's at max charges, the final hit of his special 1 triggers a super duper slap, inflicting an additional 20 bleeds. His duodenum bleeds have also received a bit of an upgrade. Opponents that purify, cleanse, or use a life model decoy to remove these bleeds are now inflicted with a Spleeduboof. These are basically the same, except their passive deals 70% more damage and have a dumber name. He also inflicts a Daunted passive on his special 2, and each time he would bleed the opponent, they suffer from an instant Spleeduboof. If you line up your Daunted with that juiced up super duper slap on your special 1, you'll be in prime position to deal death by 1,000 pokes. Deadpool's ready to slap around the whole contest. Have you updated yet? Well, you should. Deadpool X-Force's buff is waiting for you in the December update.
Deadpool X-Force!
I am liking that. I am liking that quite a bit.
The ridiculous names are just like totally up Deadpool's alley, too.
Yeah. No, they got that totally right.
It's very Deadpool-esque, you know?
I mean, like, can we talk about what Spleeduboof is?
Oh, Spleeduboof, my favorite effect in the game. So listen, Deadpool...
Wait, was it at the time when you were recording?
Well, I'm really good at saying it now, all right? Try saying Spleeduboof like 5 times fast. I promise you're going to mess up at least 1 time. All right, so... Deadpool X-Force is the 2nd time he's received a buff. The first time, players didn't love it too much, right? No one really used him too much. This time, I can guarantee you that's not going to happen. He is significantly favor. He is an instant rank 3 for me, and he is so much fun to play. He is speedy, he's a monster, and nothing really stops him. Inequity will stop him, weakness debuffs will stop him, stuff like that. But let's talk about the Spleeduboosts, right? How unique is that? How Deadpool-y is that? So historically, Deadpool X-Force has had those bleeds. He still has the bleeds. They're juiced up. They're real good. But now, when a bleed is purified, or cleansed, Or if the opponent is immune to a bleed while they have a daunted from his special 2, he instead inflicts a Spleeduboof, right? Which has pretty much the same thing except they're instant effects. So you get that big bursty red number, like I love, and the potency is increased by 70%. Now Deadpool really wanted one number lower than that, but the game team was nice enough to round it up one for some extra damage, right? So Deadpool X-Force is an absolute monster now. You want to go for that special 2 into special 1, and did you see the burst damage against Black Panther at the end
nuts.
there? Yeah. How about against Korg? Now here's the thing. Those special 1s defeated the opponent. If they didn't, just build to another special 1, and you get another burst. So there isn't too much that's going to stop him now, and he can kind of plow through those shorter health pools.
I saw you doing that video, having him face off against Wolverine.
Oh yeah, you saw that? Yeah, you I do a little reference when I can do a little reference. It keeps me going, you know?
Right. I will mention that the bleeds are sword and ice.
They are sword and ice.
Yeah, they're very sword and ice. And right here we have another champion with this redundancy that I'm really starting to like. Because if they shrug it, if they're immune to it, he's just like, wow, I got the Spleedaboofs. And
yeah. And
who's immune to that?
It's very mutant focused, you know, because it's the top, you know, skill defenders. Korg is immune to bleed. Atuma reduces the bleed potency, right? Killmonger is going to punish you if you put a lot of debuffs on. So he kind of turned his stuff into passives and made it so, as of right now, nobody's immune to Spleedaboofs.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah, particularly not Atuma.
Not Atuma.
Not Atuma. Not Atuma. Oh, exactly. I'm sorry. I couldn't help it. Where are we taking Deadpool?
Deadpool is going to be a monster in Battlegrounds. I think he's going to be great in Alliance War. You know, he doesn't have like too much like specialized utility outside of like the monster damage and the fact that no one is immune to his stuff. You know. But wherever he's not able to be stopped, he's going to plow right through.
That's right. Nice. That is right. Yeah, I had a bit of fun doing that. I mean, you know, I take him through the usual rounds, and I'm just like, yeah, this is gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's great, but it's also gross.
The damage went from 0 to 60. Like the damage was seriously, it is so improved. And he's so easy to use. Also, I didn't even mention, by the way, the slap mechanic is still there, but it has been significantly improved as well because now he gains slap charges on 2 of his light attacks as well. So you don't have to jog forward. You still can, but that was something that kind of like, you know, held him back a bit in the past. As fun as it is, you can't always just idly walk towards the opponent.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So now you just do your light attacks, you do your 5-hit combos, up to your special 2, into your special 1, and you have a good time.
Nice.
I'm excited for those Spleedaboofs.
I am having a good time. Because it is our 10-year anniversary, and for those of you that are brand new watching, we are talking about our updated champions, the Glorious Guardians. We're about to talk about the last one of the 6, but before we do that, just want to remind you, or if I don't even think I said it for the first time, we have a very amazing trailer that you're going to want to see. It's going to be at the end of the stream today. It's our 10-year trailer. We do these
pretty sweet.
Every single year, and this one is going to be a banger. Thanks, Kamish. But yes, it's going to be a banger.
And
so,
before we reveal the next one, if you're watching on IGN or YouTube, make sure if you want the Twitch drops, watch on Twitch for those Twitch drops, because I know a lot of you are like, wait, how do we get them on Twitch?
Yeah, that's right. It is exactly on Twitch.
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so we have one more to go.
More.
Yeah.
Let's roll it.
Sentry's back, more solar charged than ever. He's now immune to Nullify, Fate Seal, and Incinerate. When inflicting any debuffs, he gains a Bulwark buff. And on the final hit of his special attacks, he converts those buffs into Bulwark passives, Regen passives, or Fury passives if converting non-personal buffs. When converting a buff, he gains a solar charge. And once you've stacked 20, you'll change your form and gain empowered attacks. Sentry has 3 different forms. While in his base form, his basic attacks inflict exhaustion debuffs. In his absolute strength form, his light and medium attacks inflict a wither debuff. And in brilliant might, his heavy attacks inflict energy vulnerabilities. His empowered attacks in his 2 solar forms deal additional burst damage and gain increased attack for each debuff on the opponent. After you've cycled through your 3 forms, you'll gain a reality warp that persists through the quest. Reality warps grant additional bonuses, such as increased attack, refreshable debuffs, and a stun passive on his heavy charge. These stack up to 10, so he excels in longer quests. His Special 2 grants Fury passives, so you'll usually want to stick to these when converting. However, his Special 1 inflicts a halt debuff, allowing him to plow through unstoppable opponents. Sentry's finally ready to warp reality through the contest. Have you updated yet? Well, you should. Sentry's buff is waiting for you in the December update.
Sentry looks different.
Yeah.
Sentry looks different.
Yes, he does.
One of these things is not like the other.
And now let me tell you something, Dave and Josh. I feel like the MCOC community has been waiting for this buff for a century. Where's the laugh track?
Press the button.
Boom! There we go. There we go.
So anyway, so what you're telling me is they traded in their sunflowers for exploding suns?
Exploding suns. Yes. The power of a million suns.
The power of sunflowers.
He can finally do the things. He can finally do the things.
I mean, let's do a deep dive. All right, tell us what is new with Sentry.
Everything, really. There's so many things about him. So he has 3 shifting modes, right? And he's one of those champions who looks really complicated on paper. And if I explain it to you, you're going to be like, that's a lot to remember. Let's make it really easy here. You want to attack the opponent, and then you want to use your special attacks, all right? For your first 2 modes, just do your basic attacks. For the 3rd mode, you want to focus on heavy attacks. Now, he has ramping reality warps that persist throughout the quest. Makes him an absolutely exceptional Everest champion and an incursions monster. One of the best incursions champions in the entire game. He goes insane because he loves those external modifiers. Like he really benefits from external buffs and debuffs as well. Whenever he gains a inflicts a debuff on the opponent, he's going to gain a buff, okay? And he converts the buffs into furies on his Special 2, okay? He also converts all buffs into solar charges on Special 1 or Special 2, and that's how he shifts his mode, all right? So those hacks and incursions, he's going to be ramping up super quick, getting those reality charges super quick, and once you get to, like, I believe it's 6 of them, he starts in that 2nd mode. So if you saw that Sasquatch clip, all those big yellow numbers, all those red numbers, he's pretty much going to start like that.
That's gross. That's gross.
And that was without the incursion hacks. That was without the other stuff.
That feels a little Aegon-y.
A little bit.
A little bit. But,
a little bit.
But it kind of seems a little easier.
Oh yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, you kind of just want to play normally. You know, there's a lot to remember at the end of the day.
Yeah.
But when you're using Sentry, you just kind of want to fight.
Yeah.
The big thing is that in the 3rd mode, you have to use your heavy attack for your energy vulnerability, okay? Now, another great thing about him is that once you ramp up a little bit, you gain some of those reality warp charges, you can charge your heavy attack after your first medium attack, and you refresh all of your debuffs. So the first 2 fights, he's not going to be too insane, but once you gain some of those charges, he goes crazy.
So we're going to have to basically relearn Sentry.
Oh, yeah.
This is nuts.
Yeah, totally, like, from the ground.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But it's going to be worth it. It's going to be worth it because
for sure.
She's so much fun to play.
Because the damage output alone. So where are we taking him?
So again, incursions, nuts. Nuts and incursions. He's going to be great for Everest stuff. I think he's going to make some noise in Necropolis as well. If you haven't done like Abyss or Labyrinth, he's probably going to be fantastic in there. And he's sort of long-form content in the future because listen, we are not done with Everest content. There's always going to be more, right? We're 10 years in. We're not going away anytime soon. All right? I'm not planning to go away anytime soon. So
even if you don't know him, if you just play him, it's a noticeable difference.
Absolutely.
Like just not knowing what you're doing.
Yeah.
You get the yellow numbers, you get the red numbers, you get all the numbers, you get all the buffs, you get all the debuffs. You have exhaustion debuffs to counter Sasquatch, completely turn him off, by the way. That's fantastic. You get wither debuffs, completely turn off America Chavez, by the way. So he does have some science utility that's very, very nice and useful against those mystic champions who are pretty annoying to fight.
So three new overhauls. How do we get them?
Well, there's
really,
6
really,
new
really
overhauls.
There's 6. We just revealed 3 today.
So
So 6 in total.
Do you have your phone on you right now?
I don't, purposely.
You don't? Well, that makes sense because we're doing a live stream. I actually don't either. But let's say you did. Hypothetically speaking. If you open up the game, you have them already.
Already?
Yes.
I don't have to.
For the most part. There's like an 85% chance.
85%. So are you using the free word?
I'm using
the free word.
Yes, here's the thing. The best thing about buffs, right, is that the champions are already existing. So you open up the game on patch day, and then here's Sentry, here is Deadpool, here's Sentinel, and you get to try them out. You get to put them in your Battlegrounds deck. You get to go into incursions, and you get to have a good time.
But not as they once were. They have been reborn. They have been reborn. It wasn't really a pun. I just wanted to say something kind of epic.
Yeah.
I don't know. It didn't kind of work.
That is so. What point? When should we expect this?
So on the next patch. So
Next
today
patch,
is Wednesday. I believe it's Monday. On Monday you get to try out these 3 champions. And now all 6 of the Glorious Guardians have been revealed, and they're all going to have that fresh coat of paint on Monday.
Oh my God, there's gonna be so many champions to play with. Which reminds me, y'all, I think I got a little present for some people that I brought with me.
No way.
You know, I think it's a giveaway.
No way.
It's a giveaway.
Let's go.
I mean, we like to say nobody knew this was going to happen. We're giving away Titan crystals.
That's right.
That's the first time hearing about this.
First time we've ever talked about it.
You guys didn't say that earlier.
So in Twitch chat, type in Titan up right now for a chance to win a Titan crystal. Somehow they knew about it way before we did.
Yeah, they're just lapping it up.
Let's clarify. If you said it before, this is when you have to say it.
Yes.
So if you wrote Titan up 15 minutes ago, you're psychic. I'm proud of you. That's fantastic. You got to do it again.
Yeah. You're just all in the same big pool. We're gonna wait for those entries to come on in. Yeah. So you know what? I got some stuff to talk about. While everyone is inputting Titan up, make sure you do it with the exclamation point.
Yes. Yeah,
it has to have the exclamation point. Exactly how it's written on the screen. Titan up.
Titan up.
Just like that, with the exclamation mark.
Ooh, Titan crystal.
That's right. I like that. It's a little bit of a shimmy, bro.
A little shimmy for the Titans.
Yeah.
Josh could bust some moves.
Yeah, bust some moves. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna bust some news.
Bust some crystal.
How about that? So coming. Why?
We don't need a laugh track, we just laugh ourselves.
Yeah, we just laugh ourselves. It's totally not needed. All right, so coming in January 2025, we've got something pretty big. We have another Summoner's Choice coming your way, and this time it's gonna have a brand new way to vote. We locked in with the game team. We're like, hey, how can we change this thing around this time? So what will happen, and there'll be more information on this when we get to it, you're gonna be able to get your vote. It's going to be worth a certain amount, right? You pick who your champion is, who you want from that vote, and then you got to work towards strengthening that vote.
You got to work for it?
You got to work for it.
You got to play the game?
You got to build a community around you.
Yeah,
all right.
You got to work,
campaign.
Work.
No matter what?
No matter what.
All right.
Work. Yes. I was missing one. Sorry, I left it off. And then there is another way that you can strengthen that vote. You can go into the web store, and you can also get more votes from there. For free, right? You grab those, but those you can vote for whoever you want. So you can either strengthen your vote, you can vote for a secondary, or you can get out there and just get on the campaign trail and be like, hey man, would you like to use your votes for my champ, the one that I like? You know, can we create a coalition?
How do you sweeten the pot then, Dave? What are you giving me?
Well, you could trade some stuff. I don't know. That is up to you. If you want to give them loofahs, that's great. You know, I don't mind that one bit at all. Did we get to show our logo here? We got a brand new logo for it as well.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it came up earlier.
Oh, I saw it.
Can I see it again, just so I can see 2025?
Oh, look at that.
Look at that.
That's a nice graffiti going on there.
I do like it.
I like it.
I do like it. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much, Fenton. That means a lot. I just wanted to see it one more time. Yeah, it's beautiful. All right, now also there's a quick reminder that Dazzler's Double Track is launching on December 9th. So if you remember Beta Ray Bill and the way that worked, it's a very easy entry to get the champion that you want.
And Dazzler is a lot of fun as well.
Yeah, Dazzler is a lot of fun. I wonder what she looks like. What does she look like? I forgot.
Now, also one thing about Dazzler, about the Double Track event here, is that one thing I didn't love about Beta Ray Bill and Morbius, you guys might not know this about me, I'm a little bit of an impatient person, right? I like to get my stuff kind of like right now, you know?
No clue.
I need it. And one thing that's fantastic about the Dazzler Pass is that, oh my God, I could get her on day one if I want to.
That's right.
And I do want to.
That is right.
Here we are, boom, operating out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere. How did you get here? We only just put. I'm actually dazzled at this point. There's just a brand new person sitting right here.
I didn't know we were wearing blazers. I should have brought mine.
I didn't know it was black. It was like fancy.
It's 10th anniversary.
Yeah.
Right? And I like to look good for you guys.
Oh, you look fantastic.
You always look good for us.
Thank you.
You couldn't look bad.
All right, I think we are ready to announce the winners.
Ooh, winning announcements.
Yeah.
I love this.
Yeah, we're looking for winners here. That will come up in just a few minutes. But look, if you didn't get one of the wins here, we've got something for everyone. So I believe you've got. Are you just bringing in all the prizes?
Bring as much as I can. All the holiday cheer. Check out the champion giveaway program by visiting playcontestofchampions.com/giveaway. Every summoner has a shot to win some amazing rewards. So if you didn't win here on this Twitch chat, again, playcontestofchampions.com/giveaway.
That's right. That's the early bird rewards that come in. You put in your email, you sign up, the email sends you an email. It's just like, hey, there's some champions for you, and then you're like, cool. You click the thing, you get the thing, and it's the same version of free that we're using for Isophene, right? And for these
for the overhauls,
Glorious Guardians, same version of free. Guardians. Exactly. So we're going to announce these winners in just a moment. We overloaded the system here, so it's taking a little bit longer.
You guys are too eager.
Yeah, a little bit longer.
It's free stuff.
We're having too much fun.
Yeah. So we're going to move on just for now. We will announce that. I'll just throw in an interruption here. And,
right here.
Sounds good.
Oh, we do have them.
Oh,
how about that? Okay, here we go.
So try to pronounce that, Dave. That's going to be fun.
Yeah. Winner number one is X-Floof.
Congratulations, X-Floof.
X-Floof. This is a spelling of a sneeze, I would say. Okay. A-X-L-T-H. A-X-L-T. So Axel Th. Or maybe that's an I. It could be an I. But A-X-L-T-H. Congratulations. Woo. 619 Triple S. 619 SSS. I rung you 08.
No, I rung you.
I rung you first. Well, no, you just did me first. Either way, yeah, it's a 08. Surrender SS23. And then left, then right.
That's how you walk.
Yeah, left, then right. It's also how you pan. If you're panning, you start the sound.
I was thinking some old school, codes on some old school consoles.
Oh,
that's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
If you continue the code.
Yeah, and then up and down.
Yeah. All right, 5 big winners. We love it.
Yeah, we just stayed on that just a little bit too long. All right, here we go. Congratulations to the winners. All right, so it's time to bring in our next glorious guest in the house. Please welcome back the one, the only Kabam Crash.
Hey, everyone. Thanks, guys. I'm very happy to be back. I think this is the longest it's been since I've been on a live stream since we started doing live streams, but couldn't miss this one, obviously. The big 10th anniversary.
Please don't miss this one.
Please don't. Despite Uber's best attempts to keep me out of the office today.
Honestly, same. It was a morning.
So I think you mentioned you were bringing some glorious reveals with you.
I do. I have, I believe, our final 2 glorious reveals, and plus some bonus stuff as well. There's more stuff. All right, so let's get on with number 9 here, and it is the Grand Banquet event.
Oh,
okay.
Interesting.
Wait. The Grand Banquet, right? The Grand Banquet that happens every year.
Yeah.
The banquet happens every year.
But this is different.
The Grand Banquet has never happened.
All right, you're going to have to explain. Break it down to me. Explain it to me like I'm 5.
All right.
So like I'm 3.
All right. I have to cover a broad audience here. All right, so recap, the banquet event. The basic of the event remains the same. You open crystals, you get points in milestones, in events. Okay, there are some major changes though. First one, this year for the first time ever in the Summoners Market web store, you will earn bonus event points through the spend track in the store. So if you do buy bundles in the web store, you directly will earn bonus points to the event. It helps you get those milestones, helps you get high rank rewards, right? Number 2, very big deal. For the first time ever, the banquet event will include a realm event.
Okay.
So we listened to summoners. We've run a couple of realm events, right? We've listened to summoners. They told us they don't want anything to be taken away for these realm events. So for the banquet event, we didn't. We took the event, we built it out the same way that we built out past banquet events, and then we took a realm event and we put it on top.
So it's like a cherry on top of the cake.
It's the cherry on top of the cake.
So nothing is removed, we're just adding some extra fun goodies.
That's right. So there's a bunch of realm event milestones. It means that I think without question this will be the highest value banquet event or gifting event, which was the precursor of all time, thanks to that realm event and thanks to how juicy the rest of it is.
Love that.
Yeah. So after the event last year, I wrote up a postmortem. I actually posted some of it on our forums talking about how the 2023 banquet event was broadly very successful, but how we identified some opportunities for improvement in the future. And so I thought this would be a good chance to actually go through a few of those and talk to summoners about specific design changes we have made to address those concerns that they had last year and the things we identified we could do better.
Let's do it.
I believe that's on the next slide here. So the first one was that the Gifted Guardian, this was the exclusive pool last year, right? The value of that was too low, or at least players, some late game players especially, valued it lower than we did internally. We made some changes this year, which we think are going to change that. Number one, as we've talked about, those Glorious Guardians are all brand new reworks.
Yes.
We've never done that before. Some of them, I mean, I think some of them are instant meta tier, without question.
Instant.
Yeah, without question. I'm saving some rank up resources
so am I.
for that.
I'm in overflow like crazy right now.
Absolutely. So that's number one. Number two, they take up less of what we call the reward budget. So that means there's more other stuff in the event. Signature stones, rank up materials, all sorts of other stuff, right? Number three, and the thing that I personally am most excited for in this is that we are using our box gotcha feature for the first time ever.
Box gotcha?
Yeah, what's that?
For those of you who don't know what box gotcha is, basically what it means is instead of a crystal, it's a box. Picture these 6 champions in a box. If you get a key to that box, you draw one out. It does not get replaced until the box is empty. So basically what it means is that as you're earning or purchasing these banquet keys, you're going to be pulling from this box, and you are guaranteed a copy of all 6 of those champions before you dupe any of them.
That's awesome.
Then the box gets refilled, and it happens again. So you're guaranteed a first dupe of all those champions before you dupe one of them more than once. You're not going to be like our live ops lead YOLO last year, who ended up with the Sig 100 Diablo.
So you basically get what you want based on process elimination.
If you earn or purchase enough of these keys, you will be guaranteed all of those champions.
That's great. That's huge. That's huge.
So if I had a bag, and the bag had 5 tomatoes and 1 apple, and I reached in the bag.
We're talking about boxes here.
And I didn't get the apple, right?
Yeah.
If I kept trying, I would eventually get that apple. You're not throwing more tomatoes back in there.
Every draw, the odds would go up, and eventually you would be guaranteed it because it would be the only thing
It's a
remaining.
weird way to put it, but it's not the worst way to put it.
It is not. Because the prize was sweet and the others were just kind of like, okay. But they're all apples. Maybe I just wanted to be very specific. I'm going to stop there.
There's 6 different, there's so many kinds of apples.
That's what I was going for. Yeah, great. Yep. Okay, perfect.
All right. So moving on. The second thing, last one.
Sorry.
We're not done this one.
Okay.
I meant moving on to the next one.
Okay.
So the second one was that last year, we made it very clear to everyone that we wanted the focus of November, December to be the Necropolis. It was our big piece of Everest content. We wanted to get as many summoners in there as we possibly could, and it worked. We had far more summoners in the Necropolis than we ever thought was possible. Like, basically every late game player did the Necropolis over the holiday season last year, so that was great, but it did mean that Banquet 2023 was sort of in the shadow of the Necropolis, right? This year, we have some challenges that I'm going to talk about next year, but those were not designed alongside Banquet. They're synergistic, and so we think Banquet event will land in its full splendor as it deserves as sort of the centerpiece of our December content. The third point was that historically, from the gifting event all the way through to the current Banquet event, everybody who competed in the event got exactly the same thing, right? Everything was the same, regardless of your progression. The truth is, at this point, the end game has moved so far away from the early game that it's basically impossible to build an event that works for everyone. And so we think we've hit a good balance with it this year. What we've done is we've taken all of the events, the solo event, the alliance event, the realm event, those are all still exactly the same for everyone. Okay, but we have decided to create a new superior banquet crystal that's only available for Thronebreaker and above players. Okay, and I want to make it clear: if you are an uncollected or Cavalier player, this event is still going to be crazy for you, right? Like we're going to have probably thousands of uncollected players with a 7-star rank 3 after this event. Like there's a lot of really good stuff in there, but creating that separate crystal for Thronebreaker and above has also allowed us to fix the fourth point here, and that was that last year the Banquet Crystal had too much filler in it for late game players.
Yes,
right? You experienced that, I experienced that, lots of our community experienced that, right? I went back and looked at the loot table. It was about 83% filler based on my account. That's a lot, right? The new crystal, the Superior Crystal, I consider it to be roughly 50% filler, and I'm counting like tier 6 basic, tier 3 alpha as filler
really
in there,
is
which for a lot, certainly a lot of Thronebreaker Paragon players is not filler,
That's not filler.
For me, it's about 50%. That Superior Banquet Crystal has no 6-star stuff in it. There's no 6-star shards, there's no 6-star safe stones, none of that. So everything in there, even as a Valiant player, you're going to be able to use, and I think 50% of it is going to be pretty good.
So that sounds incredible. For such an amazing crystal, it has to cost more.
It is the exact same price.
Get out of town!
And the greater Banquet Crystal is actually going to be a little bit cheaper this year for the lower progressions as well.
Wow, and it's the same as last year?
It's basically the same crystal as last year, but it's cheaper.
Wow.
Yeah. So we flashed up I just had that one shot of the box screen as well.
Let's get the box back in there.
So this is what it looks like. You're going to earn these Banquet keys, buy these Banquet keys. You're going to draw these amazing Glorious Guardians from this box. And then once it's empty, it will be refilled, and you can do it over.
Look at all those apples. And that.
Which one would you want first? That's the real question.
I will say this. I think I owe you an apology.
Whoa.
Yeah, I was a little judgmental at the reveal of this being the Banquet box. And, after talking about the fruits and the vegetables and everything, the question that I have to ask, very Reddit style, is like, am I the apple? Am I the apple? I just wanted to...
You're always my orange.
So happy to be here for this growth opportunity, Dave.
Wow. I learn every now and then. Every now and then. Now, this looks absolutely fantastic. I think the chat is just going off. And so...
It's going off.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, whatever that is.
I'm trying to ignore it.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
How did they get a picture of me?
Yeah, I don't know. No. Okay, so I heard rank 4. That's what I heard. That's like my takeaway.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's just like gross. So okay. That's it.
All right.
That's what, just wanted to throw that out there. Okay, so I have a question.
Okay. Hit me.
The Banquet is coming out next month.
Yeah.
Right. Currently, we have the Craven's Market happening right now, right? So I've seen like a lot of people asking, like, should they take advantage of the Hunter's Market? Should they wait for Banquet? Should they do both? What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Actually, I was reading a thread on the forum last night about this. It is a very common question. Obviously, it's going to be up to every summoner at home to decide what they want to do. I can tell you, I personally am going to split my spend between the two events. I spent more on the Hunter's Market than I think I'm going to spend in the Banquet event, basically because historically the cash offers in Cyber Week have been better than the cash offers during the holiday sale. And the Banquet event is still more RNG dependent, right? So that's how I feel about it. I don't know, what do you guys think?
That's pretty much how I feel too. So, every year there's this chatter of, are you going to spend on Cyber or are you going to go on Banquet? And I feel like there's a middle ground that should be the way, right? Because Banquet, historically, the cash offers are not as good as the Cyber Week, right? So what you could do is, if you want to use your units for Banquet, if you're going to be spending for them, I would highly recommend doing so in Cyber so you can get all that guaranteed value. Yeah. And then you can gamble your units away during Banquet if you so choose to.
I'm a guaranteed kind of player.
Absolutely. Yeah. And another thing as well is that we have so many incredible events coming up, like the 10x10 calendar, right? That if you have the opportunity to move up in progression right now before that starts, that seems pretty important.
That's huge too.
Yeah, I've been known to burn a few units on a couple of chances there.
Yeah.
It didn't quite work out for me.
Yeah.
But,
Maybe this holiday.
It worked out on Doom. Doom worked out very nicely. And then it's just like never again. But hey, sometimes you spin them, sometimes you win them.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. I didn't even mean that. But sometimes you spin them, sometimes you. Anyway, all right. So up next we've got something else.
We do have something else. We have a few other things. So the next one is not one of our official reveals, but I'm going to talk about that Everest challenge that we have been hinting at. And it is a revisit to the Necropolis, as many summoners have thought. So Necropolis came out, we spent about a year developing it, as I mentioned, and the meta at the time was very much, let's smash through this with Aegon and Kate, and maybe Shuri, right? Yeah. And pretty much everybody took the easy route except Mike. Mike did it the fun and interesting way, but the rest of us, including myself, took the easy way out pretty much. So we're going to be sending players back to the Necropolis. There are 6 total challenges. There are 4 half paths. Ooh. So basically it's to go halfway with specific champion tags, right? You're not going to have to beat the boss at the end, right? You only have to do half the path. And then there's 2 full runs. One of those full runs is with a curated pool of champions. It includes Wong, includes Sentry.
Yes, it does include Sentry.
There's a lot of really good long-form content champions in there. And the other full run is to complete the necropolis with all 5 7-star Deathless champions.
I think we have a graphic for this as well, don't we?
We do have some slides, yes. Luckily, I memorized them.
Oh, fantastic.
Nice.
Look at this guy. Absolutely professional.
Yeah, so there we go.
Yeah.
There it is.
Now, one thing to note with the Deathless Champions, you do need all 5, which means you do need Thanos.
That's right. So you will have until January to prepare for that run because you do need to use all 5 of them. Don't try to do it with the 4 that you currently have or you will have because it's not going to work.
It is not.
So yeah, you'll have to wait till January to get that one done. Also, fear not. I think that sounds really scary, right? Thanos has a bunch of synergies.
Yes, he does.
That is going to make the Deathless Champions much more viable in long-form content. Right?
And not only that, he does have a very special synergy that only can be used in the Necropolis as well. It's a bit on the head there. It's not in the deep dive, so don't look out for it there. But if you want to check out the Spotlight when that goes live, it will be there. It makes them all pretty powerful. It's going to be a fun time.
Thanos loves death.
Yes, he does.
Absolutely.
Well, I like the sound of this glorious, big, beautiful Guardians banquet box, if you will. But I have just a thing for all you watching at home.
How are you getting all these things?
I
already know what you're going to say.
Teleported into my brain, one could say. But you do need a key, right? So I thought maybe we should give our own key out to those watching.
People that... This is not even out yet. You're going to give keys to the people for this Guardians... The Guardians banquet box?
For the literally glorious Guardians banquet box, we are giving you a key. If you type in chat right now with the exclamation mark, turnkey solution, you have a chance to win a key to open your very own glorious Guardians banquet box when it comes out.
That's a really...
It's huge.
That's a really great code that you dropped there. That's a really great
thing. Whoever made it, a genius. They're truly a genius.
Really nice, I think. I think it's right on the nose.
There's the key right there. Make sure to hit the exclamation mark in Twitch chat right now.
Turnkey solution, and if you can't read that, then it's also right here. Turnkey.
There we go.
Nice.
Solution. Do it very old school Windows style. It's just gonna.
It's our screensaver.
Yeah, that's good.
We'll hit the corner.
Wait for it to hit the corner, watching it. It comes so close. It breaks your heart when it just misses it.
Yeah. There are lots of young people watching who have no idea.
Yeah, they have no idea what we're talking about.
All right, so while those are being entered, we got to talk about a few things. One,
I actually want to say a few more things about the challenges.
You should.
Cool.
You should
if
do
that's
that.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay, so first of all, just to want to give a shout out to the game team who worked on this, as well as MSD. He helped us theory crafting, testing, identify problem fights. He helped us determine some of the cosmetics titles and profile pictures. So thank you to the game team and MSD. And then I want to give just a very brief overview of what the rewards are going to be.
Yes. We love rewards.
Because that's what the players are probably going to care most about.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, first of all, Deathless She-Hulk piece, right? The final piece that you're going to need. It is going to be do any one of these challenges. You can pick the one that you think is going to be easiest, do it. You will get the Deathless She-Hulk piece. There we go. The first ever Tier 7 Basic Catalyst will be available through these challenges.
Oh, nuts.
There will be 7-star Maestro and 7-star Thanos dupes as part of these challenges, and then a bunch of other stuff. Ton of 7-star shards, 7-star Sig Stones, an Awakening Gem Crystal, bunch of cosmetics, as I mentioned, and a bunch more stuff. So very juicy rewards. I am so excited to go back to the Necropolis.
I'm so excited. We did it last year. We're going to do it this year. And it's so funny. You mentioned a shout out to MSD. He texted me the other day. It's like, hey, man, you think I can, let people know I helped out with the challenges? And I was like, no, I don't think you should do that.
We'll take care of that.
Yeah. We are doing it for you. Now, for those of you watching that have no idea what MSD means, that is Metal Sonic Dude. Look him up on YouTube. Fantastic fighter in MCOC.
Incredible player.
Not even fantastic. It's like it's on a whole other level.
Probably rank 1.
Yeah.
He's probably the best player of our game.
It's illegal. It's pretty illegal.
It's illegal.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, it's not fair. Yeah, that's exactly what that is. Yeah. That's just great. That's great. That's
all
great.
right. So back to what you were going to talk about.
Yes. There is a new thing. Well, it's kind of a new but an old thing, but it's a new. It's a rework.
It's a rework.
It's an updated thing.
Another one.
So if you are, if you have the sigil, or you have not signed up for the sigil, or you are thinking about getting on the sigil, well, we are reworking that whole thing in 2025. It's going to be an actual subscription this time, so you don't have to go in month after month and be like, yes, I would like to. Yes, I would like to. We're just going to renew it for you just like a real subscription, so it just keeps on running. We have renewed value in there. Can't spoil that yet. There's going to be more details on that, but the things that are in there now, there's going to be more value, more bang for your buck, and it's going to be more streamlined on the things that you like to do all the time. It's just going to be a better overall experience, so keep an eye out for that in 2025, early 2025. And also, for those of you that have not heard, MCOC is on PC on stream.
Yes, it is.
Steam, sorry. We're on stream.
We're on stream.
It's
It's
on
on
Steam.
Steam.
Steam to stream, yes. And it's available in Australia, New Zealand, and Sweden. So if you're in any of those 3 geos, jump into the Steam store, not Stream store, Steam store, and download and give it a shot for yourself. Now, have you played it? Have you played it?
I absolutely have played it, and it's an absolute blast. And not only that, we do have some of our content creators in the CCP program who have been making content with PC, so keep an eye out for that. And yeah, it's a pretty crazy experience to go from the phone to the PC. It's definitely a learning curve. It's a bit of an adjustment.
Sure. Yeah, I would say.
It translates really well.
It translates really well.
And managing your collection on a widescreen
that is my favorite.
Yeah, that's probably the favorite.
By far, it's my favorite part.
Yeah.
It's
playing 4K.
There are some screenshots on Twitter of some of our CCP members who've been posting their rosters. On when you're on your phone and you have 8 champions across. You have 15, and you're looking through this entire block of champions on your roster.
And you're using Stitch. You're hold on, here's the first half of it, and let me get you the other part. You can see the
yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I love all of that. We are looking through the massive amount of codes coming in right now. We're going to pick a winner soon, so I think we can move on to the next thing, I believe. And all the things that you brought in has been pretty fantastic. I can't lie. I've already apologized. I feel better now. No longer an apple. I'm moving more towards the tomatoes now.
Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
And loofahs.
And the loofahs.
Yeah, all of that. But are you done?
No, because I believe, according to math, we have one more reveal.
Wait, there's
for our
math
10th
involved?
anniversary.
Oh, no.
And it is, I believe we have a graphic for this one as well.
Ooh.
It is.
Are
you giving away Captain America?
Cap.
I don't get it.
I don't know.
Caps leveling. Caps leveling up. I don't know what that is. Oh. He's getting a wait. No, we did the Glorious Guardians. We said 6. There's 7 of them.
It's about time.
There are not. No.
Oh! He's getting a reskin. I have some ideas.
Like Venom, yeah.
No.
I mean, I love Cap. I love the shield. Hey, I love him.
Oh, okay, hold on. The notes.
Checking your notes
said a cap level increase, and he was increasing his level.
That's the last reveal.
That's the cap
leveling up cap.
Cap level increase.
We're not ending on a.
I would say read those notes again.
You know what? I'm gonna. Hey, Fenton.
Man, I just run the board. Come on.
Is there? Can you try it again?
It's a level cap increase.
Oh, jeez.
Dang.
Got that totally wrong.
I think you were holding the paper back.
Yeah, or somebody folded it the wrong way.
All right, so level 70.
Wow.
You can now go up to level 70. It has been 60 for how long? I don't know.
Way too long.
A while.
Since I started playing.
Yeah.
Okay, so
About
certainly
10
since
years.
I started playing.
Yeah.
So going up to level 70. So there's 2 more mastery points, 5 more energy cap, more inventory cap for a bunch of stuff, and tons of other things.
I feel like you really glossed over 2 more mastery points.
Really
fast. We got 2 mastery points.
We're talking about 2 more mastery points. I believe we've added 1 in the last 8 years.
Yes, from Necropolis.
Right? That's pretty much it. Yeah, so 2 more.
That's insane.
Yeah. So the way this is going to work is going to be a little bit different than the earlier levels did now. So basically all of the existing sources of experience in the game aren't really going to make progress.
So I can't go to Act 4 and just auto
we did not want to go and auto fight to 4. Yeah, so the purpose of doing this is to create a long-term goal for our endgame summoners. Lots of endgame summoners don't have any long-term goal right now.
Yeah.
So this level cap increase is designed to be that goal. It's designed to take a long time. It's going to be 1 or 2 months per level. The way that you're going to get experience for this is there's a new resource called Refined Experience. You're going to find that in basically endgame stuff.
Oh.
#1 source for refined experience is going to be the Valiant Daily Super Event. The idea is, again, you come in, you play every day, you will progress, right? There's also going to be big chunks of refined experience in endgame content coming next year. So the Valiant Daily Super Event, as well as the endgame content, we'll see refined experience starting, it says here, in Q1 next year, so the first few months of next year.
Nice.
And then for the next really couple years, players will be making their way towards, like I said, 1 to 2 months per level is
That's awesome. Years of content right there. Yeah, that's nuts.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I can't just go in and grab my usual XP.
It's not going to work. I'm sure someone will try it. Technically, that experience does make progress. It's just going to be such a small amount that it's not going to be really meaningful. I'm sure someone will try to farm it.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
I cannot wait to read that forum post. But realistically, come in every day. So get Valiant, then come in every day, do the Valiant Daily Super Event. That's your best way to make progress towards.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
70.
You know what I just realized? Now we have a 70 cap, right?
Yes.
And it used to be 60. But since we're doing basic math, right? 70 minus 60 is 10-year anniversary.
It's always we did it on purpose.
Wow. Did you do that? Was that on purpose? Did you do that on purpose?
Everything's on purpose. Everything's on purpose.
Everything is on purpose. You know what else is on purpose? Picking winners, because we have them now. So I'm just going to come on in, drop those, and we'll come right back to the level cap increase, not the cap level.
Cap level.
Yeah, okay. They fought me on that. They're like,
no,
don't do that. Okay, great.
That was planned.
No. No. All right, winner number 1 is Kevin Arante 22. Kevin Arante 22. Number 2.
Oh, you want to read it?
Yeah, go for it.
Dark Side EXI 12.
Dark Side EXI 12. Congratulations. Number 3.
You got the hard one.
Yerbina 507. Yerbina 507. Congratulations.
Street Shorty or ST Shorty?
Or Saint Shorty.
Or Saint Shorty.
Saint Shorty.
ST Shorty. Congratulations.
ST Shorty. That sounds like a music video and like a medical drama at the same time. It's like Saint Shorty. Okay, sorry. That's my brain. That's how it works. Okay, and the last one is Claude.
Oh, that's cute. Like croissant? Claude Croissant?
Claude Croissant. Yeah. Okay, very nice.
Claude Croissant?
Yeah, but with a 1. So yes, So for all the winners, we will be contacting you through Twitch chat to let you know what the next steps are. So no worries on that. We will be reaching out to you. And once again, that is only for Twitch. Not for YouTube.
That was a key.
Yeah.
That was huge.
Yeah, that was a key.
That was a key.
Yeah, that is 1 less tomato.
Yeah.
Yes. Or a possible apple.
Yes. Let's just confuse. We don't feel like we're confused. Tomatoes, keys.
Someone who wasn't watching earlier in the stream, they'd be like, they want a tomato?
Yeah, tomatoes.
When are we giving out asparaguses?
Yeah. I like. Okay, so speaking of 60 to 70, is it like a straight shot?
Yeah, so as this launches on December 11th, summoners will be able to see the rewards all the way up to level 65, and then we'll be adding the other levels on top. But like I said, it's going to take a while to get there. So I promise by the time someone gets to 65, level 66, we'll be waiting for them.
Nice. Very cool. I call that incredible stuff. You know what else is incredible? The trailer that we're going to show you in just a little while. Not yet. But in just a little while, so you want to make sure you stick around for that because there are also more giveaways to happen. Yeah, exactly. There's big changes ahead. Start leveling up and get ready for this journey that we just talked about. Now, if you want to stay up to date with all the latest events and the news, all the stuff that you heard today, you want more details on it. You want to tell your friends. You want to tell your loved ones and your mama and your dad. And sometimes that's what they do. Like sometimes my parents call and they're like, "Hey, I haven't talked to you in a while," and I'm like, "Yes." But did you know that we've raised the level cap? And they're like, what? Yeah. And so, I'm just doing my part to share. So
you're doing great. You're doing great.
And if you want to get ahead of all that, you go to playcontestofchampions.com and visit the events section, and you too can tell your parents.
Or your friends. Or your loved ones. Or your fruit, if you speak to your fruit.
I hope you don't. I hope you don't speak to your fruit.
Yeah. Well, I've heard if you talk to a plant, it kind of
grows a little bit better.
Yeah, got a little more sweetness. Okay, we're getting off the rails here. All right, here we go. Now, we've got something very, very special for you. The thing that I promised you, it is that very beautiful 10-year anniversary trailer. We do a trailer every year. This one, I think you're going to recognize some things from the past. It's got a little bit of nostalgia, got a little bit of throwback, got a little bit of new things in there. So let's have a look.
You're celebrating, Summoner. And why shouldn't you? 10 years spent in this battle realm. My, that is something. Look at you, with your hollow cheers and stolen riches. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The contest, as you know it, claims humble beginnings. A handful of lost heroes fighting a menacing band of villains. But you would not be a pawn in their games. No, not the mighty Summoner. You defeated the elders that started this tragedy. But that didn't quench your thirst for power. Others had to fall. A mad titan, gamma-cursed god king, conquerors of time, and always more. All their ambitions were shattered by you and your champions. I do sincerely thank you for clearing the way. I see you forging your alliances and gleefully marching to war. Seeking out battlegrounds and arenas, the next victory always on the horizon. You may have pondered in your endless conquests, is there no force in the multiverse who could oppose me? It brings me rapturous joy to inform you there is. I will be gentle with this revelation, darling, simple little thing. You are abusing a power that was never meant for you. Of course, in your heart, you knew this to be true. Yes, you must have. Minds immeasurably superior to yours regard this place with envious eyes. Every speck of cosmic dust and spark of energy belongs to my makers. But please, continue your quaint party. We can make it into a celebration for the Founder's arrival. A most wondrous occasion that will be here before you know it. The living isosphere. I am the protector of this realm and destroyer of those who would dare corrupt its perfection. As a gift from the Founders, you may bask in the splendor of my beauty as your final sight before extermination.
Iso-Feed! That was the voice of Erika Ishii. We worked together in Marvel Studios Shang-Chi. I love Erika.
Yes.
That was awesome.
Dude, she is the perfect voice for Iso-Feed. It's strong, it's scary, and it's beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
And we actually have the writer of that trailer in the room.
Ooh. That's great. Now, that is like a lot of nostalgic stuff in there because it's like they were showing us like the old style, not the old style, but like the style that we use for like the motion comics, but they like mixed it with the 3D all at the same time. But then they modernized it with just like that kind of
that crystal
painting.
It looks so good.
Yeah.
I was so excited the first time I saw it, and every time I see it, I still am excited. It's so good.
The way Iso-Feed just came out on the screen too was really beautiful.
Yeah. Those and then that one scene I was looking at, I was like, okay.
Calm down, keep it gentle.
Oh, I like it. I have no idea when those two are coming out, but they're in there somewhere. Yeah,
I have no clue.
Yeah, we did that with Spiral at one point. She just like showed up in one of these things, and we were like, That's cool.
Yeah.
So yeah, no clue.
I also have no idea.
I would say stay tuned. I would say stay tuned. Beautiful trailer. If you want to see that trailer again, make sure you stay on our socials, our channels, YouTube, X, Twitter, whatever you like to call it. All of those, you will get your chance to see it one more time.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So those were the glorious reveals that we've had for today. Oh, you know what? Actually, there was a question that we had amongst ourselves, and I think John is the perfect person to answer. I'm not even going to ask it. He's just going to say it. Talking about alliances.
The alliances and how,
Oh, yeah. So we wanted to mention, if you want to participate in the alliance part of the banquet event, you have to be in your alliance for 14 days before you can participate, which means you have to find your banquet alliance before the banquet event starts on December 20th. The earlier you find it, the earlier you'll be able to participate in that event. You should be able to look at the alliance event to see a timer in there that will tell you when you're able to participate once you join your alliance. But yes, find that banquet alliance as early as possible.
Absolutely.
Nice. Yeah, I would say. I think we had a really, really good time in here today, and we had our glorious reveals, right? So, did you want to recap them here for us?
Yeah, we can also bring it up on the screen as well to talk about it. We dropped some big ones as well, starting with the Glorious Guardians champion updates, the Alliance Super Season, 60 frames per second. Then we also have our brand new website to help you hit the contest run. And Dave, what is it called?
Play Contest of Champions.
There you go. And then the indefinite return of the daily super event, the 10x10 supply drop with Isophene, the new fractured power bar, all for free right there. And then we revealed some new ones here tonight with the grand banquet, the background visual overhaul.
It looks so good.
It looks so good. And then you saw our last one right there on the screen as well, which was us. All 10 of those have been revealed. I mean, it's been nuts. 10 years. 10 beautiful.
10 for 10.
10 for 10.
10 for 10.
I'm still thinking about the 7 stars. That's the
They're
10
coming.
7 stars.
They're
is
coming.
wild.
You don't have to keep thinking about them. You can actually play
can
them.
actually play them.
Yeah, they will be in your account very, very soon.
You have them.
Yeah.
You know what I love about those reveals? There's a really good mix of stuff that's happening right now, like the banquet event, Isophene, and stuff that's going to be with us for 10 more years, right? Like 60 FPS. How important was that for the game for the next 10 years?
It changed the game.
Exactly. So
it really changed the feel of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think I'm so excited about the next 10 years.
I'm saying, but can it get any better than that?
I mean, I think we could sweeten the pot just a little bit more.
Just a little bit more?
I mean, why not?
Okay. Well, here's what we're going to do.
Say the word.
Yeah.
Say it.
There will be a champ from 2024
that you can win, but not before.
So if you'd like to win, enter the code.
You're doing the wrong melody.
That's fine. That's fine. That's why we do it live. The code is I did it my way.
We actually have a musical theater person here. We should have just gave the microphone.
I heard a harmony there.
I can't help it.
All right, so one very lucky summoner will win the chance to choose whatever 2024 champ they wish.
Nice.
You can do it your way. I did it my way. I chose this champion. So everyone go into the chat. It's a very juicy giveaway, but only for one person. So we're going to give you a little bit of time.
Get in there.
Get in there and get it done. Bloop. I totally did forget the melody at the time, but
you
it's
were singing a
fine.
different one.
Yeah, it's all right, just
legally distinct.
It doesn't need to match.
Oh no!
I think it's a fair bet that we will not get muted by Twitch.
No, that's right. All right, so that is it for today. But I think we should just talk just for a little bit while we gather up our winners here. Let me know in the internal chat when we have a winner. I am particularly excited for Deadpool.
About the Glorious Deadpool, I am so excited for. I'm excited to get my hands on a 7-star Medusa, by the way. That was a few months back. But Medusa with the 7-star stats and the stat focus makes a really big difference.
Absolutely. Cleaned up her kit to make it a little bit easier to play, and so you now get like the SP2, both the benefits no matter the mode you're in.
And now she's an incredible two-way champion for Battlegrounds. Speaking of Battlegrounds, John.
Yes.
Do we have anything fun
We have a store update.
Get out of town! How about that segue? segue right there.
Great segue.
Be live on Friday, 2 days from now.
Wow.
2 days from now. So wait, is this the Battlegrounds update that we've been seeing like in the forums and on Discord, and they're going, are you going to update the Battlegrounds, or is this the update that we're talking about?
Wow. So can we get a little hint at what the store is going to look like?
I mean, Tier 4A.
T4A.
More of other stuff, cheaper other stuff.
Wow.
Basically.
So some premium items that are going to be really worthwhile about
Absolutely.
this. I love that.
I mean, it's going to be hard to wait until January for Thanos Deathless, in my personal opinion. So that's going to be hard for me.
Absolutely. Now, you know, of course, again, Thanos is not coming in December. He is coming in January, but special stream. We've been waiting on the Deathless for a long time. I wanted to give a little sneak peek, and I can't wait
He
for
is
Thanos.
crazy.
Snapping my way to victory.
He's going to be crazy everywhere.
Everywhere. He's going to be great to use him, like, in Necropolis. Like, you're going to get him, and then you're going to jump into those challenges right away. It's going to be what an intro to that character.
We did talk about free a lot, right?
Yeah,
it was like free Isophene, and then we talked directly after
The
about
reworks.
Deathless Thanos, you know, and I saw a lot of people still saying free. Which one of those two champions is not free?
Well, that's the fun thing, is that they kind of both are, because if you were engaging with the game over the past year and doing all the content, keeping up with everything, you could get all the Deathless champions for free
So
as well.
what you're telling me is I can just earn him.
You absolutely can.
Wow.
Well, you could have.
Well,
At this
you
point,
could have, so I can't pull out money and just get Deathless Thanos.
Well, no, he's not a traditional release champion like in crystals and whatnot and pre-release bundles. No, you have to use your Deathless champions to obtain Deathless Thanos. You have to engage with the game.
Thank you for the education.
I would love to.
I love asking educational questions.
And I love answering them.
Yes.
And I love being a part of it.
Yes. This is all right, we have our final winner. The I Did It My Way winner is ManDog888.
Wow!
ManDog888.
Nice job.
Now, ManDog gets to choose any 2024 champion.
Any 2024 champion.
I'm
Who
jealous.
approved this?
Now, wasn't me. Was it you?
Was it you?
Now, I'm curious, if you guys won, who would you choose as a 2024 champion?
I think Spiral.
That's who I would choose as well.
Yeah. Counterferia.
Counterferia.
I'm going outside the box. Everyone wants Spiral. Like, Spiral's awesome. Counterferia.
Yeah, Counterferia is exceptional.
Yeah.
One of my favorite champions of the year.
Great.
I was caught up by Spiral very early.
Oh,
I was just like, I
spiraled down for Spiral?
I spiraled way out of control. Yeah, turned me right around.
Like a record?
Like a record, baby. Yeah. Okay. I think this has gone far enough. All right. That is all we have for you today for our 10-year anniversary. Thanks so much for tuning in.
Oh, Fenton, thanks.
Promo code.
Yeah, we do. We have one more thing. Sorry.
Don't forget the promo code.
Fenton just doesn't run the board. He was lying. We have one more thing. There's just one more thing. If you go over to the web store, and you pop in the promo code today is thank you for playing. Thank you for playing. Go to store.playcontestofchampion.com. I can't actually reach it that low. How do I even get to that
And honestly, sincerely, thank you for
Thank
playing.
you.
Yes.
Thank you
for playing.
We wouldn't be here. We wouldn't be here without you.
Yeah.
So thank you.
Thank you for playing. Now, what is in that code, John? Crashed.
Oh, I don't remember.
I do. Thankfully, I remember.
Yes.
We have two reunion crystals. Thank you for playing.
I remembered that, but I figured you wanted to like.
I was like, I have no idea.
All right. Now I think we are in a good place to go. Congratulations one more time to ManDog888. Thank you all for playing. Thank you all for watching. Thank you to the crew. Thank you to the Kabam Bear and Kabam Fit in the back. Running the rig, he's doing the thing. He put in a lot of work. All these people put in a lot of work.
The studio looks beautiful. Thank you for all the people that have been playing and watching, and everyone who has had a part in this game, like the content creators, like you mentioned, the dev teams, everybody. This wouldn't be what it is without you.
Absolutely, I agree. So couldn't do it without you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful holiday. And so if you liked the video, and I hope that you did, go ahead and click subscribe, click like, leave a comment, share it with your friends and all the people that you love, and maybe even some that you don't so much, but hey, that gets more viewers. So anyway, stay dorky, and we'll catch y'all in the battle realm.
¿En dónde está? ¿En serio? Pepper Wright. ¡Ey! Welcome, welcome.